Welcome to week 11 of Recruitment, Selection, and Personnel Planning. Today we are going to review a few key concepts covered in Chapter 9, External Assessment Goals and Uniform Guidelines on Employee Selection Procedures, or UGESP. Turn to page 239, Chapter 9 in your textbook, and locate the External Assessment Goals. The first one is person-job fit, and this means that the person fits the job well. They have the knowledge, skills, abilities, desires, motivations, and attributes that are rewarded on this particular job. Sometimes you find yourself in a job you're highly qualified for, but it is just not the right fit based on your motivations or desires, so there is no person-job fit. You must also feel like you fit into the group of colleagues that you will be working with on a daily or weekly basis. If you feel like you fit or identify with this group, then you have person-group fit. You must also feel like the organization is where you want to be and their culture matches your values, personality, and belief. This is person-organization fit. Person-vocation fit means that your interest, ability, values, and personality fit with the chosen profession. I tell students to think of what they did growing up and try to tie that to a current job. For example, I was the youngest in my family, but I would require all of my older siblings to sit in desk and listen to me as I took one of my father's school books and taught them. This is translated into multiple professions like management, sales, and teaching. Sometimes your personal situation leads you to one of these professions because they fit in your current stage of life. Other forms of fit are complementary fit, and this means that you add something to the organization that they don't have, or you are somehow different from others in the work group, and that difference is valued. Supplemental fit is when you are similar to others in the organization. All of these dimensions of fit are important in ensuring you are hiring the right candidate that will fit into the organization and stay with you for the long term. Of course, you must assess accurately to ensure you identify the best candidates and pay attention to stereotype threats by using other measures, including standardized tests in the hiring process. Since some minorities may not test well due to anxiety, the hiring process should use multiple ways to assess a person. They may score low on the test but high on the interview, have great job references, and a high grade point average. Turn to page 246 and let's look at Uniform Guidelines on Employee Selection Procedures, or UGESP, as it is referred to by human resource professionals. This document was covered in Chapter 3 of your textbook, so you may want to refer back to it now if you need more of an explanation. With so many employment laws, it can be confusing to understand exactly how to implement them in the hiring process. These guidelines were developed by the federal government to help employers understand their responsibility in the selection process. Basically, everything in the hiring process must be non-discriminatory and job-related. Remember also that if a component of your hiring process creates disparate or adverse impact, you may need to review it to ensure it's job-related and must be met to determine the essential functions of the job. I hope this video has helped you with these key concepts for Chapter 9, External Assessment Goals and Uniform Guidelines on Employee Selection Procedures, or UGESP.